Owning a horse is a big responsibility. Today we're going to talk about what you should look for when you're buying a horse. We have Phil Langstrat. Phil, welcome to the show.
Nice to be here.
Can you give me some general tips when I go out to buy a horse for the first time?
Sure. First of all, you have to understand who you're buying the horse for. If you're buying it for a younger child, a teenager, or a seasoned rider. But
Right.
We'll assume you're buying it for an inexperienced rider. And the big thing is look at what the horse has done. Typically, you want a horse 10 years old or older.
Okay.
That's had a lot of work done with it and has a good disposition and it likes to be around people.
And tell me about the different types of horses. I know they're trained for different activities.
There are a lot of different types of horses. I'm familiar, of course, more with quarter horses. They're by far the most popular breed in this part of the country. And of course, there are quarter horses that are bred for Western pleasure, quarter horses that are bred to work cattle. And then there's quarter horses that are just good trail riders.
Okay, so you need to know what you're going to use the horse for.
Yes.
And when I go to look for a horse, where do I go to do that?
Well, there's a lot of different places. You know, we do everything on the internet these days. I'm not sure that's the best place, but that could be a starter.
You could start there.
If you had done your homework and have some guidelines as to what you're looking for. You could go to auctions. That wouldn't be my favorite place. I guess the only way I would buy personally a horse from an auction is if I had a chance to know about the horse ahead of time and ride the horse and know what I'm getting before I start bidding against somebody on the horse. I think a good reputable breeder or a person that raises the type of horses that you're looking for, where you can get to know the horse, you can maybe even take the horse home with you and try it on a trial basis before you buy it, it would be ideal. Okay,
and give me an idea on the cost.
Horses,
A to Z, right?
Horses are a dime a dozen. Good horses are expensive.
Okay.
And again, it depends. If you just want a riding horse that you can take on trail rides on weekends and so forth, and a horse 10 years old or so, you can probably find a good horse for as low as $1,200.
All right.
$2,500 in that range. If you get into a discipline where a horse has had a lot of riding by a professional trainer,
and they've been trained,
you can get up to $5,000 real quick.
Okay. And before I buy it, I should have a veterinary there to look at it, I assume? And what's involved with that? Especially
the high-dollar horses, just to protect yourself, you need a veterinary that can check their legs, scope their legs out, and their hooves. Okay. Extremely important for any horse that they have solid legs and hooves, and just the general health of the horse, the mouth, make sure it has good teeth, and it's the age is accurate that is being represented. All right.
And as far as equipment, basic equipment that I'll need before I get the horse?
If you're just going to have a riding horse for pleasure and ride around the ranch and so forth, you don't need a lot of facilities. An acre of land, and horses are tough. And if you're in a severe winter climate, sometimes wind shelter is good, preferably a little pole building.
Okay.
It's not absolutely necessary. Again, horses are much tougher than we realize they are. And then, of course, you need feeding equipment. You need access to fresh water.
Okay.
And so that would be bare minimum.
You talked about 1 acre of land. Is that about the rule, 1 acre for one horse?
I would think so. You could probably get by with 2 horses, but you would overgraze the land. It depends on whether you want to feed the horse in the summertime strictly by grazing on grass or supplement feeding.
And is it best to have more than 1 horse, or can you just have 1? Are they okay alone?
They're okay alone. It just depends on your family situation. If more than 1 person wants to ride, definitely 2 are nice. Horses have a very strong herding instinct, so it's good for them to have a companion, just like a lot of pets, but it's certainly not necessary. 1 horse can survive very nicely on their own.
Well, thanks. That's very useful information, Phil.
You're welcome.
Now stay tuned for some more from Living the Country Life.
Looking for the latest gadgets and gear? Check out these cool country tools. Make doing chores a snap with the Wheel Easy collapsible garden cart. The main bucket sits on the ground, letting you load in leaves, dirt, or whatever you are hauling. The self-leveling design allows the Wheel Easy to cradle and stabilize awkward or large loads. It weighs just 21 pounds, but can carry loads of more than 350 pounds. Once you are done with your work, the rapid release system lets you fold it up and store it away. Load them up and head them out with the Featherlight 8546 horse trailers. Available in several models, these full-feature trailers have all the comforts of home, almost. Equipped with a 6-foot wall in the dressing room, drop-down feed doors, cushioned floor mats, lockable safety latches, and more. There's even an optional living quarters package. This trailer is ideal for horse owners who want the combination of comfort and space. Mow faster with the Hustler Super Z lawnmower. With the top mowing speed of 10 miles per hour, the engines range from 24 to 28 horsepower. With a foot-operated deck lift, automatic park brake, and rear stabilizer rollers, this mower means business. Clipping catchers, mulch kits, and hitch kits are also available. Give your horses a steady supply of fresh drinking water with the Nelson Automatic Horse Waterers. The patented balance beam actuated water valve maintains a constant flow of fresh water. The optional electric heater provides freeze protection even in the coldest climates. Nelson Waterers mount directly to stall walls, on concrete pads, or on pipes. To get your cool country tools, log on to livingthecountrylife.com.